Hello, my dear students. I am Aritraj Chakraborty, lecturer in electrical engineering of Sri Ramakrishna Institute of Science and Technology. Today, I am going to discuss about electrical hazards, safety, protection, and earthing. Today is the second part of my lecture is demonstrated by me. So the first slide is the electrical emergencies and action taken to deal with it. So before going to the deep study, we have to know what are the different types of electrical emergencies. So these are as follows. Number 1, the power outage. Number 2 is the electrical fire. Third one is the burn outlet. Number 4 is the fallen power lines. And the last one is the short circuit and circuit breaker failures. So these are the different types of electrical emergencies. So now we have to know the different types of emergencies and how can we deal with it. At first, power outage. A power outage are most often due to a failure of the electrical service, which everyone staying home and many people working from home, there is a lot more electricity being consumed. In another month or two, air condition will add to the load. However, the some power outage are an issue with your household's electrical system. And what to do? Check with neighbors to see if it is just your home or the whole block. If it is isolated to your home, try to reset your circuit breakers. If the rest of the neighborhood is also without power, you need to contact with the electric company. However, if it is isolated to your home, you will need to immediately call an electrician, shut off the power at the source and turn off all appliances, outlets and lights. So that is the power outage. Now the electric fire or electrical fire. So electrical fire are most often caused by a faulty electrical system. Although they can also be caused by faulty appliances, and electrical fire is extremely dangerous. Even if you get the fire out, you need to take immediate action. So what to do? You will need to take specific steps in the case of electrical fire, and you will need to do them quickly. As a reminder, your home should have several working smoke detectors and at least one fire extinguisher just for this occasion. Take this step in this order. Cut the power supply. So at first you have to cut the power supply. It is not enough to flip the breaker that the electrical problem is on. You absolutely must turn off power at the source by shutting off the power to the entire home at the circuit breaker box. The next one is the put out the fire. You will need to use a fire extinguisher to put out the fire or completely put out the fire. Do not try to use anything else. You can't use water or like that. You cannot put out an electrical fire the same way you would other common fires in the home. Okay. If you cannot get the fire out with a fire extinguisher, vacate your home to a safe distance. And the last step, if you are unable to control the electric fire, do not turn your power back on after the fire is out. You have to call an electrician. You should immediately call a personal electrician to come inspect your electrical system, find the problem and make appropriate repairs. Okay, so that is the electrical fire. That is also a very important electrical emergencies, and we have to know how to deal with that fire. Now the next slide is a burn outlet. If an outlet becomes very hot, catches fire, or looks brown or black, there is a problem with that circuit. If not repaired right away, this can lead a serious electrical fire and more expensive repair. So it is also an electrical emergencies. So what we have to do? Immediately turn off the circuit at the breaker box. Unplug everything from the outlet after the power to the outlet is off. Unless the outlet catches the fire, you don't need to call any authorities for this type of emergencies. Simply contact an electrician right away so that the repair can be made. So that is a very small type of emergencies. That is the burn outlet. Now, fallen power lines. It is a very important electrical emergencies. Fallen power lines don't happen often, but they are very dangerous. They should be reported immediately. Okay, it can be occurred by stormy weather or a very big storm. And what we have to do? Stay at least 40 feet away from the down power lines. Do not touch any object or tree that touches the power lines. Contact your local authorities and electric company. So that is the fallen power lines. And the last one or last type of emergencies is the short circuits and circuit breaker failure. So your circuit breaker box protects your circuit from the overloading and as well as from the short circuit. Short circuit happens when an electrical current takes the wrong path. Both of these are signs of serious electrical problems. Or you can say when the line resistance or load resistance tends to zero. That means there is a short circuit occurs. You may also experience some failure from the circuit breaker box itself. When the short circuit occurs, a very high current or a huge amount of current is flowing through the path. So there is a severe damage. If you have breakers that trips frequently, it is a sign that you are using more electricity than your box can handle. You may need an upgrade. Okay, that means the circuit breaker which are used in your circuit breaker box or at your household, there must be needed a high rating breakers. The rating of the breakers is lower than your used load, so it is tripped. So what to do? Shut off power to your home at the source, usually at the circuit breaker box for safety. Short circuits and breakers tripping frequently are sign that there may be something wrong with your wiring, or the load is extremely increased, or there is overloading. Cutting power to the home will prevent the potential electrical hazards. So that's all about electrical emergencies and how to deal with it. Okay, thank you.